So, welcome to this masterclass tonight. And we're going to talk about how to have self confidence in your intuition, even if you find it difficult to trust. So, this masterclass is going to be an opportunity to unlock some of your untapped potential and really step more into the confident, intuitive, and impactful person that you're destined to be. And what I like from you today is your participation because it's nice if you're going to be here and just listen. And what happens when we listen is we get a little tired and then we only hear a little bit. And then we might doze away a little bit during the meditation. But actually, when you're participating, it's going to be so much more powerful for you. And you're really going to experience the energetic changes that we're going to work on tonight. And yeah, you're going to reach much more of the potential that you have within you. Now, I'm Susie Valentine. I run this business called From Head to Heart. And we help people to really understand themselves better, get clarity on the next steps in life, and also get a better understanding of why they are here, what your purpose is in life, and how you can step into that more. Because so many of us sometimes feel a little lost. We feel like we have a bigger purpose, we feel like we are here to make a difference, but we don't always know how to start. And we help you with that by doing the inner work, by working a lot with the belief systems, by using a technique called Theta healing that really can help you shift a lot of the subconscious limiting beliefs. So, what we're going to do today is we're going to start with actually a little meditation to connect to that divine energy, because the divine energy will help you with your intuition, will help you with the confidence, and it will just give you a much more peaceful and relaxed feeling. So, if that's okay with you, I'm going to guide you up and we're all going to be connected. Then I'm going to do a little bit of content. And then, of course, we're going to test some beliefs, shift them through a theta healing meditation, and test them again. Close your eyes and take a deep breath. Really relax. Beautiful. And then allow the energy to come from the earth up through the soles of your feet, up your legs, all the way to the top of your head, into a beautiful ball of light above your head. Yeah. And this ball of light above your head is going to start going up high into the sky. It goes past the moon. It goes even higher past the stars. And it goes up past the universe. And then you visualize layers and layers of light. Many bright lights, few darker lights, and many, many more bright lights. Then it goes through a golden light. It goes even higher through a jelly-like substance. And then it goes into a sparkling, beautiful white light. And you go deeper and deeper into this energy. This is the energy of creation, that divine energy that is very light but still got essence. Your bubble of light opens up and you stay connected with this beautiful loving energy. Now, with your permission, I would like to do an energy scan of you so I can understand your energy better and therefore tailor the evening tonight more to what you need and what will really help you. And this, of course, also works when you watch the replay. Okay. pick up in the energy. Like a lot of people who are here and who will watch this, they really want to make a difference. You feel like you have more potential than that is currently coming out. You feel like you can make even more of a difference than the amazing things you're already doing in this world. And it's almost like you're getting ready, you feel ready to unlock that. Yeah. And then the confidence in your intuition and more of the trust in your intuition will really help you with that. So that's what we're going to focus on today. Thank you. Now you can stay in this beautiful sparkling white light. Just open your eyes and take a deep breath. Beautiful. Right. Let's start with getting a little bit of input from you. Intuition. What does it actually mean? It's often referred to as gut feeling. It's the feeling that is coming from within you. It's like a feeling or an insight that comes up without thinking about things or without obviously taking action or having thoughts about it. So it's this first nudge or this first thing comes up when you ask yourself a question or in a situation. So what is your experience with your intuition? Put in the chat for me. In which moments do you trust your intuition? Are you feeling confident about your intuition? What are the moments that you trust it? And these are often moments whereby you're doing something that you're loving or that you're good at, or most likely when you are in your comfort zone. So often when the energy really flows for us, that's often when we also are more confident. I trust it as inspiration to make music or art, but then I'm not sure what to do with it beyond that. That's very interesting. So you use it for creativity, Ryan. And that's actually, when I scan your energy, it really works for you there. It really works for you. And you will know what to do with it beyond that when you start working even more around the visibility beliefs. You're doing it well regarding your business, but it's going to be even more towards being seen as an artist. Zisha, I'm not sure when it is my voice and when it's from the creator. Okay, so with intuition, your intuition is almost like your own gut feeling. And through your intuition, you can have your spiritual team talking to you. You sometimes even get things from created through your intuition. And when it's your own feeling or your own your head talking, it's often after that first moment. Like you have this first initial gut feeling, and thereafter the head comes in and you get the chatter in the head. Gay. I'm not sure if I pronounce this correctly. I'm really sorry if I don't. I experience my intuition while I'm making art. Amazing. Yes. I'm trusting, Nicolette, I'm trusting more when under pressure. And the only way forward for me is to trust. When to lack of clarity, I'm struggling with trusting it. Okay, so you're actually, when you're under pressure, you are very good with your intuition because you have to. But if you are if you don't have clarity, you're struggling on what the right thing is. Very interesting. So guys, do you see with like the answers that you are giving that that you're already having some beliefs coming up? And you can already start, because many of you are theta healers here, you can already start becoming aware and writing down some of the beliefs that could stop you around your intuition. Now here, when something is really important, like winning a prize, I feel it before it happens. I start to cry when a major goes away, when a major change is going to happen. Yeah. I think I notice it afterwards, after the stuff has happened. I don't trust it so much about myself or about my cats. Other times it's better. Okay, so it really depends then on, is it me or is it for somebody else? Yeah. Okay, So you now know when your self-confidence and your intuition or your trust intuition is good. In which moment do you not feel confident in your intuition? When is it lacking for you? Okay, so Maria here is like, I struggle when I have to trust my intuition, when it's a decision for myself. Too much emotions. Seem to trust my intuition on guidance for others, but not myself. And it seems to be a bit of a theme here. Like we are better for others, but not so much for ourselves. And I need to see outcomes of my decision. So when the pressure is on, so it's for self and with pressure. Yeah. Overwhelmed by sadness or anxiety. Yeah, emotions. Yeah. So what is happening? Why in those situations do we actually are we not so well able to really feel that intuition? Because they're like most of you here on the call are actually very intuitive, and you're already really like trusting your intuition or have a certain level of confidence in your intuition that's really helping you, and you use that in your life. Now, why is it when it's for ourselves, or if there's pressure, or when there are certain emotions in the game? Yeah, fear and resistance. Yeah, also emotions. So when we are in certain emotions, everything carries a vibration. And when we are in certain emotions, such as fear, anxiety, anger, that vibration is really low. And when the vibration is low, it's difficult to have that connection with the higher guidance. It's difficult to have that intuition coming through because it's almost you're closing off a lot of the energy flow. Whereas when you are in a good mood or when you have energy and you're not so tired and everything is flowing, your energy is flowing and you're picking up that higher guidance much easier. Does that make sense? Yeah. So if you know you need to make certain decisions, or if there's some important stuff coming up for you, like decide when you are going to approach these decisions. Don't do it late at night when you're exhausted or tired. Wait till the morning before you make a decision. And that's where this patience comes in. Now, if you really want to have this intuition guiding you more, then don't do that in a moment of stress. Really say, okay, I'm going to do a meditation first. I'm going to calm down, let the energy calm down so that the energy can flow more, and thereafter you can make your decision. Make sense? Is it helpful? Yeah, totally. Okay, pressure. Now, when there's a lot of pressure going on, let me check what we do with that. Okay, with pressure is again the pressure is often to do with overwhelm or fear, and that's again the vibration of the energy. The energy can't go very far. It's like this, it's almost like an energy block around you because there's too much pressure. So it's first about what can I do to release some of that pressure? And it's often to do with changing some beliefs or letting go, like simple questions. Like if you're a theta healer, you can start changing beliefs. If you're not a theta healer or not a theta healer yet, what you can do is like, what is the worst that can happen? The question, what is the worst that can happen, can already release a lot of pressure. Because the pressure that you put upon yourself and the constant things why you are having that pressure is because stuff is going on in your head. There's a fear. There's a fear of judgment or failing or not being good enough. And when you have that, it's much more difficult to let that energy flow for you. So when you ask the question, what's the worst that can happen? It's often not that bad. Often in our head, it's much worse than what it really might be. So that's how you can also release a lot of that pressure and therefore let that energy flow more. And therefore start trusting that intuition. Make sense? Okay, good. So put in the chat for me the last question that I have. Fear of missing my path, not using my intuition at all times. Yes. So with that, it's almost like releasing the pressure that you always need to use your intuition and start letting that fun and playful element to come in a little bit more. Sometimes we are so driven and we so want to achieve things or make a change or help others that sometimes we can lose that playfulness and that joy and that ease a little bit. And it's almost like take a step back, have fun yourself so the energy can flow. And when your energy flows, you will step into your path. You will be able to make the difference that you want to make. Because from an energy of fun and joy, it will just flow. From an energy of pressure and have to, it stagnates because there's resistance. Yeah, makes sense, right? Cool. Great point. So put in the chat for me, what would you do differently in life if you have full confidence in your intuition? What would you do differently in your life if you had the full confidence in your intuition? Listen to it more. Yeah. I would create boulder art. Yeah, love it. Oh, the answers are flowing in. Heal everyone inside. Yeah. Have the Theta healing career. Oh, yeah, that's a great one too. Worry less about money. And I would write a book. Speak more openly about what you do. Yeah. So, actually, guys, you know what you want. So, what are the things that are stopping us then? What are the things that are in your way to really get there? Trust everything is happening for me and not to me. Relax, have more fun, and less stress. Yes, I'm loving it. So let's look at how we can bring this a little closer for you tonight. Make better decisions. Yeah, yeah. Now, instead of doing it from a mind way, we're going to really focus a little bit from a slightly different angle and we're going to look at it from the spiritual perspective. And we're going to do that by using the Theta healing technique. Why is that so powerful? Because we use a certain brainwave, the Theta brainwave, that allows us access to the subconscious. Now, why is that important? And why is that so incredibly powerful? Because when you can change beliefs in your subconscious, you will be able to change experience in your life. Science has shown that about 90% of your decision making is coming from beliefs in your subconscious mind. So when we can start shifting these beliefs and identify the limiting beliefs and shift them for empowering beliefs, beliefs that does align with what you want and makes you feel good, then the energy can flow for more for you and your entire experience will start changing. So by changing your beliefs, you're going to change your experiences in life. You can boost your confidence. You can really gain that self-confidence in your intuition and then let that guidance come in. Have some more fun, have some more play. Everybody can do this. This also works when you watch the replay. This is something that you already on some level know how to do. We just remind you during these kind of courses or classes. So confidence in your intuition. It links to feeling empowered. It links to daring to take action. It links to not being held back by fear. Now, you might feel the fear a little bit, but that fear isn't going to stop you from what you want to do or what you feel like you're meant to do. Yeah. So, what are the biggest blockages around confidence? I can tell you the biggest blockage: self doubt. Yeah. Why do we have self doubt? Probably because of judgment. What creates the self doubt? Because of the judgment or the fear of judgment? Who here gets influenced by other people's opinions? Yeah, exactly. I think it should be like most of us will have that. And you know what? Often it's not even the judgment they have, but it's the fear of the judgment they might have. Yeah. Then we have like other things that influence our confidence is fear of not being good enough, or the fear of failure. But this again comes back to judgment. I tell you why. If you fail and somebody says, all good, it's fine that you did it not the way you wanted to do it, or you didn't get the outcome that you meant to get. Now you just have learned a way on how not to do it. And you're closer on how to do it. Next time you know how to do it. If somebody responds to you after you failed in that way, how are you going to feel? You're probably going to be fine, right? Going to be like, okay, might be different than what I wanted, but I can give it another go. It will be fine. I'll get there. So that judgment of that person is influencing you in a positive way, and therefore influencing your fear of failure in a different way. Now, if you feel and somebody's going to say, oh my God, you didn't do that right? You've done that wrong on your first time? You're the worst person to work with. I can't believe you did that wrong. How are you going to feel? You're going to feel shit about yourself. You're going to feel like you're not good enough. You're going to feel like you're a failure. And you probably feel pretty judged because that judgment of that person is going to impact your mood. Right? Yeah. So, how can you deal better with judgment? I'd love to say, how can you create situations whereby you avoid being judged? But you know what? We live in a world whereby this is not so easy because let's say 99.9% of the humans do judge. Yes, me too. Unfortunately, I'm working on it to make it less and less. And with Theta healing, it has become significantly less. But it's still there. So, what is the best solution for now? To grow your confidence on how to deal with judgment or the fear with judgment. Why do people judge? Is it really to do with you? No. People's judgment has often nothing to do with you. Really? Yes, really. Let me give you an example. You have people over for dinner. Intuitively, you feel like you need to serve white wine that night. And then your partner says, no, let's get the red out. It goes against your intuition, but you go with it because there's no logical reason why you should say no. And then during dinner, someone spills red wine all over the table on your new white clothes. How are you going to respond? How are you going to respond in the moment that you are tired or have a bad mood? You are probably going to say, oh my God, this is my new shirt. It's completely ruined now. How could you do this? Can't you watch out a little bit better, a little bit more? You're tired, you had a long day, your new outfit is ruined. You're going to have that kind of judgment. The same situation, but now you're not tired. You actually just got a promotion at work and you're super happy with it. You have friends over for dinner. The same situation happens. How are you going to respond? Oh, don't worry. That will wash out of my new clothes. Don't worry about it. It's totally fine. Nothing is going to be able to impact your mood, is it? You just got that promotion and you feel happy. You feel good. So, is what the action of the other person and is how we like the judgment that people have on a situation, has it got to do with the other person? Or has it got to do with the person's personal mood, emotions, and beliefs? The person who judges depending on how they feel, what their mood is, what type of beliefs they have. It has nothing to do with the person that's being judged. So, on some level, whenever we are being judged by somebody else, it's actually a reflection of that person's belief system, emotions, or mood. Now, please, please hear this because so often we are being impacted massively by the judgment of somebody else. But often it has nothing to do with you. Often it's really to do with the other person. So it's, I guess, for you to make the decision. Are you going to make the self confidence in your intuition be dependent on somebody else's mood? Are you going to make your self confidence in your intuition be dependent on somebody else's mood? It's quite interesting when we look at it from this way, right? Because you're like, no, why would you do that? But then when we are in this situation, it's massively impacting because you want to make sure you satisfy everybody. Everybody likes you, you're helping others. So I hope with this bit of information, it gives you some new perspectives that you can look at. And when somebody else is judging you, or when there is a situation whereby you feel judged, think back about this. Is it me or is it the other person's mood, emotions, belief system? Good. Okay. Now, what can you do? So, we're going to reverse it around a little bit. I also want to give you a concrete takeaway whereby that you can really practice. Just thank you. I see in the bed. Brilliant. Yeah, thank you. I'm hoping you're enjoying it. What can you do to really strengthen your intuition, to trust that intuition more, to grow that confidence? And I'm not going to cover a lot of different things. I'm just going to touch upon one thing today. Why? Because if I give you 3 things, you're going to do none. But if I give you one, the likelihood you will practice this a little bit is significantly higher. And that's what it's all about. So the thing that I'd recommend to do to gain more confidence in your intuition is, first of all, to raise your awareness in your intuition. Recognize when something is your intuition. Set the intention to get more clarity on this. Now, if you follow it or not, that's a different matter. We get to that afterwards. And you can see thereafter, hey, I got an intuition. Here, I followed it. This was the result. Here, I ignored it. And this was the result. I should have done white wine instead of red. Having the awareness lets you practice already with it. The more aware you are of your intuition, the easier it gets to practice with it. Now, start with less relevant decisions because the impact from your decisions are going to be less impactful. So it's not going to screw things up significantly. Let me tell you what I mean with this. How do we practice with this? Now, we've got, some of you are aware of this. I've done a bit of social media on this, but we are renovating our house completely. And we're coming towards the end, and I needed a new dining table. So I do this practice with my intuition all the time. And it doesn't mean that I always listen. But I was looking at tables online. And when I was scrolling through the tables, I constantly heard from my intuition, not for you. This one is not for you. That one is not for you. That one's not for you. And then at some point I got a table and I heard, this is it. And then I showed it to my husband and he loved it too. It was a bit pricey though. That was the thing that got us. And then I kept looking and I found this amazing table. Another one that I really, really loved. And obviously, I asked for some opinions from somebody else. So I asked my in-laws, what do you think of this table? Still around the judgment to make me feel like it's the right decision. And they all loved it. And intuitively, I felt like it's a no. So I reached out and said, is this available? I'd love to have it. So I ignored my intuition and got with what my mind wanted. I contacted them, and 2 days later I heard, sorry, it's gone. What's the result? We actually bought the table that whereby my intuition said, yes, this is the one for you. I didn't want to hear it at the time, but I was still aware. So every time with each table, I got the awareness. What does my intuition say? Yes or no? And because you start practicing with those less important decisions, it's going to become stronger and stronger and stronger. And that's how you gain more confidence in your intuition. And that's whereby you hear, okay, it's not or it is. And sometimes you hear no or yes, but your mind actually wants something different. And that is where, when you have that awareness, you're going to get so clear on this. And then you actually see, like, it was because of this reason that my intuition said no. Or, oh, my intuition said yes here. It's actually a perfect fit. But often we don't know why it's the case, and therefore we don't want to believe it. But when you start becoming more aware, you will get so much more clarity on that guidance that you have from your intuition, and therefore things can flow a lot easier for you. So yeah, when you want to make decisions, small, like start with the smaller one and grow bigger over time with that. Really go, what does my intuition say? What do I feel here? And then it will really, really help you in your confidence and in your decision making. Now, I've talked a lot, so I think it's time to do a bit of practice. Let's work on your belief system. We're going to test a few beliefs, then we're going to do a meditation, and then we're going to see if we have shifted those beliefs. Are you with me? So I just going to explain how to do energy testing, and then we can all do it together. Yeah? Okay, so we need to stand up for this. The first thing that we're going to do is you're going to stand very easy like this, and then you're going to zip up your energy field so that you're testing your own energy. The way you do that is to go from the front of your body just to the top of your body, so you close your field. Maybe a bit old or come across a little bit old, but it really works. Just trust it. All right. And then we're going to calibrate your body. Now, you only need to do this once. If you're a Theta healer, you've already done this. But let's just, let me explain. So you're going to keep your feet on the ground. You're going to slightly bend forward. And you're going to say, this is my yes. And then you're going to move back to the middle. And you keep your feet on the ground. And you're going to bend slightly, lean slightly backwards. And you're going to say, this is my no. And then you move back to the middle. Good. Because this is how we calibrate the body or inform the body, like what is yes and what is no, when we test beliefs from the subconscious mind. Yeah, so we're going to test which beliefs we have. So now we need to test if the body is actually responding correctly. So you're going to close your eyes and you're just going to say yes, 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 and you allow your body to move. Like your feet stay on the ground, but it either moves forward or bends backwards. When you say yes, 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 it should gently bend forward a little bit. Then you go back to the middle. And then you say no, no, no. And your body will just bend backwards a little bit. So when you now know, your body now knows what is yes and what is no. So let's test a belief. The first belief we're going to test, and you're just going to repeat it after me and then let your body move. Okay, brilliant. On all levels, in all languages, I am self-confident in my intuition. Good. So the first one was on all levels, in all languages, I am self-confident in my intuition. If this was a yes, great. If this was a no, you want to write down number 1. Because we're going to shift that for you. Okay, number 2. On all levels, in all languages, I am allowed to be self-confident in my intuition. So all levels, in all languages, I'm allowed to be self-confident in my intuition. If this was a yes, you're good. If it was a no, you're going to write down number 2. And then number 3. on all levels, in all languages, it is safe for me to be confident in my intuition. If this is a yes, you're good. If this is a no, you're going to write down number 3. Everybody good with testing? Everybody, like, it's okay if they all were yes, then you've already cleared a lot, or you might not have the belief so much around this. But it's okay also. I got a no for number 2. Yeah, that's fine. So that one we're going to focus on for you. Good. All right. So you have either yes or no's. That's totally fine. And then we just you want to write down for which one you had a no. And those are the ones we're going to make sure we're going to do the meditation to shift them. So we're going to just relax. So take a deep breath. And then allow the energy to come through the soles of your feet, up through your legs, all the way to the top of your head, into a beautiful ball of light above your head. This beautiful light goes high into the sky. It goes past the moon, past the stars, past the universe, through layers and layers of light. Many bright lights, a few darker lights, and many more bright lights. And now visualize you go up a little higher in this bubble of light. You go through a golden light. The realm of the angels, the ascended masters, the 5th plane of existence. And you go a little higher. And you go through a jelly-like substance. The laws of the universe to keep everything in harmony. You go through that, all the beautiful different colors. Then you go a little higher into a sparkling, iridescent white light. Go a little higher and deeper into this energy. Light, but it's still got essence. This is the energy of creation. The 7th plane of existence. The energy of all that is. Your bubble of light opens up and you become one with this energy. And with your permission, I'm going to scan your energy, and then I will give you a few energetic downloads. So I will ask if you want to receive certain energy in your energy field, and it's all based on free will. So if you like it, you can say yes, and then I will witness that energy going into your field. Now with Theta healing, we use the divine energy. We call it creator, but it's the same energy as the God energy, source energy, divine energy, the energy of all that is. I'm going to start with a scan of your fields with your permission. Yes, it works when you watch the replay. So can we start with giving you a couple of feelings? Can the creator show you what it feels like to be self-confident, to have self-confidence, what it feels like to trust and that it's safe to trust, and what your intuition actually feels like? When you like that, you say yes. Can we complete any vows, oaths, energetic contracts through the creator whereby you might have committed to something that you would never trust your intuition, that it's unsafe to trust your intuition, and that you almost like agree to never listen to it, use it, or have it guide you. Can we complete that now through Creator? Any spells, any curses that stop you from connecting to your intuition and trusting your intuition or feeling your intuition, can we send those into the light? And you like that, just say yes. And can we replace all of this with safety, with what it feels like to receive higher guidance, what it feels like to really understand your intuition and trust your intuition, and that you still have free will on what you do with your intuition. Is that okay? Yeah, beautiful. That's better. Can we release a belief that you will be manipulated by your intuition and that your intuition therefore is unsafe? Yeah. And can we show you how to be guided by your intuition from Creator's perspective without it being unsafe, without getting or being manipulated? Is that okay? Yeah, there's some really old energy that's coming through. This definitely doesn't feel like this lifetime. It can be really genetic line or history level, but there's some old energy around intuition and trusting that. Can we release the fear for judgment? And can we show you how to deal with judgment from Creator's perspective without attracting judgment in order to prove yourself, in order to show that you know how to deal with it? Is that okay? Yeah. And can we complete any vows, those energetic contracts that you need to prove yourself, your capabilities, your skills, in order to be good enough or for any other reason? Can we complete that now? And show you what it feels like to trust yourself, your skill, and have confidence in yourself and your intuition without needing the proof that you just have it, that that is possible, that that is allowed, and what that feels like. Would you like that? That is beautiful. Now I feel the energy shifting. Okay. Let me show you what it feels like to be self-confident in your intuition. That it's allowed for you to be confident and self-confident in your intuition. And that that is safe. And how to bring in that fun element, how to bring in that playful element in like this guidance, this intuition, this gut feeling. And how you can really enjoy that and what that feels like. Would you like that? Can we show you what it feels like to trust your intuition, have that confidence without losing love, without losing attention, without becoming lonely? Like I almost feel like in the energy it's like, no, I can't trust my intuition too much because then I don't need other people around me anymore. So can we show you how you still can have the people you love around you without being dependent on them? And to still have these beautiful relationships. Is that okay? And only say yes if you want that. You have free will. Okay, and there's one more. Can the Creator show you that it's safe to really connect connect with that creator energy, that divine energy, what that feels like to step into your purpose without getting overwhelmed, without being pressured, without being stressed. And how you can allow that energy to flow at the right pace for you without needing to push it, but really bring in that patience energy and that joy so that it flows for you in the highest and best way and that you can make a difference that way. And what that feels like, what that energy flow, what that energy alignment feels like. When you like that, just say yes. And that is safe for you as well. Beautiful. Very beautiful. Okay. Now you can go back to the sparkling white line of creator. Then you see yourself or witness a sparkly shower. Your energy is just getting a sparkly shower to clear all the energy up. Can I also clear your space? Do I have your permission for that? Here. And to fill it up all with unconditional love. Is that okay? Beautiful. Then you have finished your shower, and then you can stay connected whilst you also witness or visualize how the energy is coming up from the earth through the soles of your feet, up your legs, all the way to the top of your head, filling your entire body with grounding energy and unconditional love from Mother Earth. Then you take a deep breath. You open your eyes. And if you're a Theta healer, you can do an energy break. You don't have to, it will be fine. If you're not a Theta healer. There we go. How are you feeling? Feeling a little bit more calm and relaxed? Good. Very good. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to actually test those beliefs again. I thought a lot of stuff shifted. Yeah, you're welcome, Cheryl. So good. Amazing. All right. So let's see what the result is, right? We've done the work. Let's see what the outcome is. Now, what can happen? For most of you, the beliefs will shift, or some of the beliefs will have shifted. Now, if something hasn't shifted completely, there's probably a little bit more work to do about why you're holding on to it on a subconscious level. Now, within Theta Healing, we call that process digging or belief work. And it's basically, we teach this in the courses, you can also read it in the book, it's asking a series of questions to find out why the subconscious is holding on to this belief. Because usually it has a reason why it's holding on. It's helping you in some way. Even the limiting beliefs are helping you. It might help you with safety or security or with other things, staying in your comfort zone. So that when we find out how it's helping you, then it's much easier to shift it because that's the awareness that comes in and then you can let it go. Yeah? So let's see where we are with those beliefs. So let's stand up all together again. So we're going to close our energy field up from our root chakra all the way to the top. The energy field's closed now, and then you're going to test your yeses and nos. So you're going to say yes, yes, yes. Your body is bending forwards. Then you're going to say no, no, no. Let's go backwards. Right. Now you're going to test the first belief. On all levels, in all languages, I'm self-confident in my intuition. This was probably shifted to a yes for you. Good. Okay. Second one. On all levels, in all languages, I'm allowed to be self-confident in my intuition. Good. Wonderful. And then the third one. On all levels, in all languages, it is safe for me to be confident in my intuition. So hopefully that has shifted for you too. Put in the chat for me who has had one or multiple shifts. It shifted. Thank you. You're welcome, Cheryl. All three shifted. Great, Maria. Yes, two. Had two. Both shifted. Yes, thank you. Yes, all three. It all shifted. Thank you. Number one shifted. Number one shifted. Amazing. Really great. Yes. Wonderful. So I hope this gave you some really good insights on how we can deal with this confidence, how you can strengthen your intuition when you feel like you are ready for your next steps in life, when you really feel like it's your time to move on, to grow spiritually, and that you want to continue with your next steps in life, and you're like, Susie, I'd like you to help me with that. I'd love to see what courses I can do or what else we can do to really help you with your next steps. Then please book in a call with me. Now, this is for if you recently had a call with me, like in the last 1 or 2 months, then this is not for you because I've already given my time to you for like recently. And I want to make sure I obviously can help as many people as possible. But if you had a call with me like 6 months ago and you really want to go for the next step, then yeah, book in a call with me and we can have a chat about how we can help you get to your purpose, step more into that, what you can do to really grow further spiritually, emotionally, and get more in alignment with your purpose, how to make a difference in this world, and with yourself, obviously, as well. So that is available for you, and I'd love to help you. I really am good at this, and I also love empowering and guiding you because it's just the most wonderful thing to see how so many of you have grown, really stepped more into your power, gained a huge amount of confidence since you started your Theta healing journey. Like, there's quite a few of you here on the call that I've guided already, and the shifts are amazing. Really, really great. So that is available to you. So please feel free to book that in. We do have a couple of courses coming up that might be of interest. Now, if you're new to Theta Healing Basic course, which I'm teaching on from the 20th to the 22nd of September, is coming up. That could be a great one for you to join. Again, if you want to know more, just book in that next steps call with me and we can talk about it if this is a right fit for you. I'm not somebody who's pushy. I'm really there I want the best for you. And if that is through me or through somebody else in my business helping you, great. Or if you actually feel you just want to have a chat but want to go with somebody else, that is fine too. Yeah. Um, Most important is that you get the guidance that you need when you want to do the inner work and grow. Okay, then for the Theta healers here, what is coming up as well is the You and Your World package. We like that is an amazing course. I'm not going to talk about it too long, but it's 4 courses. World Relations is what we're starting with 25 to 29th of September. And that is really the purpose of that course is world peace. How do we create world peace? By resolving those blockages, the judgment that we have within ourselves. Because on the subconscious level, there's a lot that we inherited from our ancestors. There's been a lot of wars. Now, what happens when there's war? We start hating each other. We start treating each other badly. And these beliefs between different countries can really be quite strongly rooted within us without even knowing us. But it does impact you in your day-to-day life, your experiences, your relationships, because if on a subconscious level you hate or dislike a certain type of person, a certain culture, a certain religion, energetically it's keeping the doors closed or it's causing friction with those energies. Well, when we actually start looking into that, why that is the case, and shift these beliefs, like you're opening up that energy for the energy to flow. So results can be that you get much more clients or international clients, that the relationships get better, and that you get much more at peace with yourself. Because often we have DNA from multiple different countries, also countries who have been in conflict with each other. Now that's all that I'm gonna say. That's World Relations, 5-day really deep course and really game changing. Now, You and Your World package has 3 amazing other courses in there as well. We are actually swapping out You and the Earth for manifesting an abundance. But if you're interested in that, just go and have a look online and read about it. I hope you had a wonderful time tonight. I hope you enjoyed it. And I'm looking forward to either see you on the next steps call or to see you on our next event or the practice group. Have a wonderful evening, everybody.